Hello everybody, my name is Taylor and I'm the Youth Employment Program Coordinator here at the Ground Level Youth Center, and today we are going to be baking sugar cookies. Somewhere in this video I'm going to be asking a question, and if you answer the question somewhere in the comments or you can message our page, I will put you in a draw to win a box of LED light strips. These are really cool, so pay attention to the video and answer the question. As you can see, I have all of my ingredients in front of me here, so this is what you're going to need to be baking sugar cookies. I have granulated white sugar, flour, butter, vanilla extract, baking powder, baking soda, and eggs. And that's all you're gonna need. So the first thing before we start anything you want to do is go wash your hands. So I'm going to go do that right now. Alrighty, so now that I'm back and my hands are clean, the first other step we're going to do is preheat our oven to 350 degrees. Now this step is easy, but every oven is different, so you're just going to want to press bake. Mine starts at 350, I have to press start, but every oven is different, so just ask for help if you don't know, but 350 degrees. Okay, so the next thing you're going to do is you're going to take PAM or parchment paper and you are going to coat a baking sheet with that. Just like that. And put that to the side for when we're ready. Alrighty, for the first step, you're going to take 1 cup of butter and 1 1/4 cup of sugar, and you're going to cream them together. So I'm still creaming mine right now. And as I'm doing this, you're probably wondering, what does baking cookies have to do with employment? And I'm going to explain that to you. So, the most important part of baking is following directions perfectly, because if you don't, let's say you put too much butter or you put too much sugar or you don't stir it enough, your cookies or your baking are not going to turn out the way you want it to. So, the same thing goes with employment, for example. The most important thing to do is follow rules and regulations in the workplace, because if you don't follow instructions, especially when it comes to safety instructions, you might get hurt, or you might get somebody else hurt, or you might screw up something. So the reason we're baking cookies is to show that if you don't follow instructions, you could mess them up, just like you can mess up things in the workplace if you don't follow instructions. Rules are in place to protect you and to protect other people, so it's really important that you follow the rules. When your butter and sugar are creamed together, you're going to take 1 egg, add that to the mixture, and then you're also going to take 2 teaspoons of vanilla extract and add that into the mixture as well. Okay, so after you mix your egg and your vanilla into the mixture, you're going to add 2.5 cups of flour, half a teaspoon of baking soda, and half a teaspoon of baking powder to your bowl. And then you are going to stir all of that together until it makes sort of a dough consistency. So I'm stirring mine. Go ahead and stir yours. All right, so this is my dough at the end of it. Yours should look something similar to this. Okay, so now that our dough is finished, we're going to take a tablespoon of dough each time and roll it into balls. And if you want, you can take a plate of sugar and roll the balls in the sugar to add a little extra sugar to your sugar cookies. And then you're going to put them on your greased baking sheet. So you can fit about 12 on a sheet. So just keep doing that. 1 tablespoon of dough, roll it into a ball, just like that. Roll it in some sugar if you want, and put it on your baking sheet. So my question, if you want to win the LED light today, is what is your favorite kind of cookie? You can go ahead and answer that question in the comments or message us. Okay, so once you put your cookies on the sheet, they should look like this. And then you are going to go ahead and put them in the oven. Make sure you wear an oven mitt. You're going to put them in there. And then you're going to bake them for about 10 to 12 minutes. So I'm going to start with 10. And then, or it might not be 10 to 12 minutes, but you can just wait until they're done. So keep an eye on them. Okay, so this is how my cookies turned out. Okay, now that your cookies are baked and done, the last most important step is to clean up your mess. So I have made an absolute mess of this counter. You can't see it, but it's totally messy. I have dishes. You want to make sure that you wipe your counters and do your dishes, because that's the most important part of baking, is cleaning up so you don't have a mess everywhere. And it's nobody else's mess to clean up but yours. Okay, so now I'm done. I've cleaned up my workspace, I have done my dishes, and now I get to enjoy. You guys too. See you next week.